there's been so much misinformation about Rasta, and as time goes on, Rasta gets fuzzier and fuzzier to the mainstream world. And they have all these misconceptions about Rasta. And yet there's this reverence for Rasta, but at the same time there's no commitment to the ancestral history and culture that has brought this country. So what I'm saying is that there's so much, we need to come, if possible, and if you agree, we'd like to come back and invigorate people's respect and understanding of the culture.
Because the thing is, 5 years ago, 2015, the government is asking the question, who is Rastafari?
Oh my goodness.
Who is Rastafari? For all these years, they never knew who is Rastafari.
Yeah.
Then we are mandated to present a paper now to government to define who is Rastafari.
Oh my goodness.
So we are working on that because Pit 4 is being restructured. We have many problems. So Bonga has made a commentary on that. So I have a paper to present to Barbara Blake Hanna
Yeah,
because
good.
she has to
Right.
present it.
Yes.
So there are different fractions in Jamaica. Miguel Orne is doing one thing. So what the thing is though that we have a WhatsApp group here at Pit 4.
Yes.
So all information is being pulled into the WhatsApp group. It is more so for Pit 4 development
All right.
and Pit 4 and Nyabingi restructuring. Because most one is not aware that within the priesthood of the Nyabingi order, 7 priests, including the high priest, you have 4 priests who are dead. The high priest, Bongo Ivan, some people might not like that name, because he was put into that position. He is sick. But Priest I is not available, and Bongo Joseph is gone over on the Millennium Council side, so we have no priest with the Nyabingi.
I see.
You have Nyabingi houses running without a priest, official priest to officiate. So it's really the restructuring we are doing. But when you look on the criteria of a priest, now it's not, even Bongo Isaac can speak, it's not anybody can be a priest in Nyabingi house. Towards the description of a priest, a Haitian priest. So Bongo Isaac, you can add a little thing.
Yes.
Being a ancient himself.
Well, as the Virgin Blackett, to all of us, for as His Majesty said, Him is the least amongst His people. That is to say, God make Himself, who we call God in the English word, equal with man and woman. So if we, the citizen, in this creation, could flex our mind upon that divine, superior love, I would call it, to the human race and respect, and know when we see one another, we see the countenance of our creators. See? So within I and I, the Rastafari brethren, as government speak that word, the government of Jamaica. Some say CIA and whatsoever. So they want to know who is Rasta. It's a foolish concept. But you have got to use intelligence
To answer.
to overcome what I call ignorance.
Well, if they have to ask that question, then it's in your best interest to answer it.
Yes,
so
we
that-
are. We are.
Because the idea of Rasta has just morphed over time. And I was saying to Joseph here that, and maybe I said this when you were walking up, is had the government and the people of Jamaica understood the liberty of Rastafari and how that would have benefited the country as it grew, we wouldn't be in the problems that we have today.
No.
And all these dreadlocks running around that are representing themselves as Rastafari and are actually criminals.
Yes, they are.
And they're in the United States as
As a
well.
matter of fact, the government in 1955, through the University of the West Indies, and in 1960, did a survey as to accredit who Rasta is in Jamaica. And their finding was to the end that there are people who covenant themselves with locks to habitate in Rastafari community, and then gives the Rastafari community a bad omen,
Absolutely.
which is up until now persisting and enlightening in a way that it seems as if all Rastas are not good, where in fact we are loving and kind people.
But from the definition of who is Rastafari from the 91 mission is ones who declare the divinity of Haile Selassie and Africa, the homeland. Two clear definitions, nothing to go around with. With Rastafari, I declare that Haile Selassie is God and King, full stop. And Africa is the homeland. There's nothing more we have to say.
Yeah, that's it. The roots.
Some people say we are indigenous, we are cultural, we are this and that. We are not. We are not racist, we are not anti-colonial, we are not people with weapons to kill people. We are peaceful people.
Peaceful, loving.
What people can say Rastafari is ganja smoker, but it's not every Rasta smoke ganja, right? Many don't smoke it.
Many
But
drink,
look what
many
they did to
drink or
Pinnacle.
eat.
Yeah.
or
They took
eat the
Pinnacle, which was
portions
the
of
most
it.
beautiful model of a, as far as I know, a beautiful model of self-sustaining
Sufficiency, yeah.
and love and taking care of each, like a big family.
Right.
And they go up there and burn it down.
The sad thing about Rastafari, when His Majesty came in, His Majesty sent Ethiopian Orthodox Church. We leave it, we say we are Nyabingi. He sent Ethiopian World Federation, we said feather too light. Nothing with federation, because it's a feather, it's semantics. So Rastafari is too bingy, too bobo, and too 12 tribe. And that's the thing with Rastafari now, we know. Too much too denomination, too much house and mansion.
Division.
So you can't even blame the government to ask that question. You see people running into bathroom with locks, them in a Rasta. we see every
So
day.
would you like to see the mansions unite into one fellowhood?
Of course.
One
Well,
Rastafari? Or these mansions have
It is
served different
one
purposes?
Haile Selassie for I and I all.
Okay.
One majesty,
Right.
one divinity. So we cannot be like church and denomination and splinter. Remember, one guy said, no splinter group, you know. He told us, organize and centralize, no splinter group. Send pioneers group to Ethiopia, build a house, sell technical people to go there. What have we done to Sashamani?
Oh, yeah.
We're still here. Look how many ones go Ethiopia and they are back Africa. You name them, the most prominent musicians go and come back. Why? They need to tell us why. Because we learn that if you are not, Ethiopia don't accept you, Ethiopia will spew you out. So many maybe they are spewed out. Yes, technical speaking, you know, so we have to see why these people go to Africa and Ethiopia and still come back to Jamaica having a nice lifestyle.
Because fire come for two purposes. Either you purify or you burn out. Some take long to learn, some learn fast. But the race is not for the swift nor the battle for the strong, but who can endure to the end.
Because you know, say everything is a process. That's why you say we move or we move. You know, say you have a time where before you even plant a seed, you got to clear the field. See? Yes, enough one don't even know that. Enough man a plant them seed in a trash, which is why it refused to grow. So you got to clear the field before you plant the seed. And after you plant the seed now, you got to nourish it. Every day you weed out before you even see nothing named fruit. You understand?
See? Them claims they have 5 senses we have, but there's only 5 them know about. Because if it's senses, we can't limit it. Because them say, wow, seeing, hearing, smelling, feeling,
Tasting.
and tasting. Right. But what happened to your brain? Before I go anywhere, I sit down here and I travel the whole universe. I know what America is all about. I know what Europe is all about. I know what Africa is all about. Those are the senses that them don't know, which is the spiritual sense. And the telepathical communication that you can communicate. Them don't know nothing about that. You wouldn't call that a sense? Yes, it is. So them end up with 5, but Rasta end up with more than that. Because we know we can communicate with I and I brethren just like appearance. You would look like my mother. There was a time when them said them find her in a car with a man, they'd cut off my head and tell my mother. And my mother said to come ass out of my yard. If anything they do my son, I feel it. I mean I feel it, not no gossip. So those are the spiritual connection, just like, you know, anything happen. Them, you know, your brain, powerful. In another sense. But them just limit it. So we I and I as Rastafari, we don't limit ourselves. We travel the universe. You know? Them want to call it astrology or whatever, all kind of pretty name. But me don't know me can't bother with the pretty name. I have to talk with my people who understand what me I say. You know?
Everything, the earth is the Lord and the fullness thereof. That means everything is there. You know, the man wants a little bit more and a little bit more. In the garden of everything, and you still want. You understand? So, what you want, you get. Yeah. Until you realize you have everything already. Yeah.
We are trained to look outside ourselves for everything. And once we start going inside, that's when all the answers come, because the inner you is the real you. So when you go inside of yourself, you check out inside of yourself and deal with inside of yourself.
Let me tell you, if you, alright, it's when you really love something. It's like, love is a focus. You have an artist named Desiree. She have a song that says, love is a meditation. And that's why I would tell people, say, get back to love. Don't get forward to love, because don't become now a slave to people's opinions. Because love is the only truth. So if you say no, if I love what I do, I'm focused because it takes focus to love.
Information inspire you. The people with the most information is the people with the most inspiration. And knowledge is power. So you have to seek knowledge. And the only way you can get knowledge is through by informing yourself and observing. You observe things. That is what me get to learn. You know, me get to learn from there. You observe people, you observe the animals, the birds, the bees, the flowers, and the trees. You just observe. Observance is one of the greatest teachers.
You can't happy when the sun shine and sad when the rain fall. Because the rain have to fall too. How selfish could you be? How selfish can you be to think says just sunshine every day? And sunshine don't necessarily mean good. And rainfall don't necessarily mean bad. See, I lost good friends on sunny days. I've made sweet love on rainy days. So you think about it, man.
Well, here up now. Some people when they talk about Zion, like it's a heaven thing. I create our own Zion. You see, anywhere you can find love and unity, and with your ancestor or your ancient, you know, and you can find yourself that love and peace of mind within yourself. That is your own Zion.
Go find a job and create your own job for yourself and let go the 9 to 5, because that's how we kill our black people now. We never did know nothing about 9 to 5 work, you know. And slavery instilled that in our way. So you have to get up early, go to work, and come back before the sun go down and go sleep. So you don't have no time for your family, and you don't have no time for your friend.
Because originally the English language is not the black man's language. You know what I'm talking about. So automatically all those black persons who are saying that they are well taught persons and they're legible, they can read, you still don't have the knowledge because you're still not speaking your language. So we all need to go back. So the person can't read the English language is not someone you would say they're dunce or they can't read. No, it's a language being forced on them. That's not of their nature and of their kingdom and of their existence concerning the bloodline.
No. So, remember, Christianity is the white man's idea of religion at this time, even though we know that Christianity is also derived from the ancient cultures. We know that Christianity was taken from the ancient cultures and what they do, because remember, you know, in order to trick a people, you know, you have to mix lie with truth. And so they do mix some truth in it, but they mix in the lie. And so Christianity is really brainwash to enslave you, for you to see God outside of yourself and to think that, oh, this God is a blonde hair, blue eye God, and you are nothing like that, because hey, you're either black or you're brown skin like myself, which black or brown, we are all one people.
Looking at myself and check into the depths and the deep of my heart and soul and mind and come up that I am black. So I have to look towards Africa for my God.
I couldn't look for my Europe, because I know that's when we come out of, regardless of what the man say. I see, because I still can't tell a white man that I am white. He's gonna say I'm black. Black man will accept I, some will don't. But I give thanks, I know who I is, because I see black as a liberty. Because enough man black, but them God white. Me black, you look at black God. You have all right to praise who you want to praise it up. Because I have nothing to do with religion. I have nothing to tell a man, say you have to live my way and you have to see things like I and you have to do things like I. No.
Thank you so much for watching I Never Knew TV.
Please subscribe.